Super Sentai 2 is the thought experiment I'm going to be going over in this video. Mainly because we just recently had a commercial that dropped going over Gao Ranger's 25th anniversary. Guess what? Gao Ranger was first dropped as a series back in 2001 at the start of the new millennia, because Time Ranger, I believe, is what dropped either in 1999 or 2000. It's been 26 years since Gao Ranger first premiered, and I think Wild Force, the Power Ranger series, was adapted 6 years after, because I believe it first started airing on like Jetix or whatever in 2007. So people who first watched Gao Ranger in Japan, who were like probably in their 20s, is like 25 years older. If you were born when Gao Ranger first dropped, you're 25. If you first watched Wild Force, you're 25 years older, and if you were born when Wild Force started airing in America, you're 20 years old, around 20 years old. So what I'm saying is, it's been 25 years, and yet this commercial has kind of been like a breath of fresh air, because it shows that regardless of how old a Sentai is, that you can still add new stuff to it, and it can just revitalize people's love for it. And they've done this with like anniversary specials, which are essentially short movies that have the old Super Sentai coming back and they're like 10 years older or something, and then they usually add like a specific power-up, but that's it. The only other times we get to see those Sentai teams again is during like crossover specials, or when they're doing an anniversary series like Gokaigers or Zenkaigers. But the whole idea or premise that I'm creating with Super Sentai 2 is, right now Sentai has either just ended or have gone on a very long hiatus. We don't know if it's coming back. But if it does come back, I would prefer, instead of, doing new Super Sentai teams, instead to bring back old Super Sentai teams and then do like a new team out of that team's hierarchy, or like essentially a legacy team for that old team. Korujas, yeah, I believe that's their name, did something like this for a special episode where the Korujas team essentially long past, and their descendants inherited their power and essentially became the Koruders, but just different members switched around for their descendants. But instead of doing that, I would love if, for example, Gao Rangers, since it's been 25 years in the real world, it would have been 25 years in their universe, and essentially that's enough for a newborn to become 25 years old. So why not pass the reins to a new legacy, like a new generation, and instead of this is like their descendants get their power, so now Gao Red's son is now the new Gao Red, or some new person is now the new Gao Red. Instead, use the power animals that were shown in the commercial to be the new powers for a new team. So we had Gao Peacock, Gao Walrus, Turtle, and Gao Kangaroo. Have 4 new people who are around 25 years old get the power animal Gao Jewels, and then have them turn into Gao Cyan for the Gao Peacock, Gao Gold for the Walrus, Gao Green for the Turtle, and Gao Violet for the Kangaroo. I feel that would be really cool, especially not just for Gao Rangers, but for all these old Super Sentai teams, because Zenkai just did this kind of with Dawn Brothers, where the Dawn Brothers and Zenkaiger series were kind of low-key connected, but they took place in alternate universes, like different alternate universes, and was using similar gears and systems, but Dawn Brothers was referred to as a soft reboot of Zenkaigers instead of being a direct sequel of it. But I would love if Super Sentai 2 was like sequel series to old Super Sentai team series. So like you would have Gao Rangers 2 for the original Gao Rangers, that could be called either that or something like where I think the full name of Gao Rangers is Hakuju Sentai Gao Rangers, which means like 100 Beast Squadron Roaring Soldiers or something like that. Change the front title, like the first part of the title to like maybe Wild Hearts or whatever, something in Japanese, Sentai Gal Rangers. They could do that to essentially say, hey, if you're a Gal Ranger fan or a Wild Force fan, this is a continuation of that team, but with entirely new members using entirely new power animal powers. But it's still like a continuation of the old team's legacy. And they could like have a lot of callbacks. They could even bring some old members back to like fight again. Increase the lore of the Gal Rangers team out of the entire Super Sentai hierarchy. And do that with other teams too, because the fact of the matter is it would be extremely lucrative for Tokusatsu. I mean, the fact that you have these power animal figures that not only combine together to form their own mech, but they can also combine with the previous Gal Ranger mechs, so that you, even if you never bought the Gal Ranger mechs when they were selling, now this is motivation for you to go buy them, to like put them with these new ones. So it's like it's not only revitalizing people's love for that series, but it's also profitable and lucrative when it comes to just like the company making the toys and the figures for the fan base. So I'm just saying that Super Sentai 2 could be not just great for Tokusatsu, but for the entire community, and would really allow them to branch out ideas that they never had a chance to do with the old various Super Sentai teams, because each one was around 50 episodes, and who knows what they could have done if they added like 50 more episodes. So this is like my idea. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. If you really like the whole premise or concept of Super Sentai 2 and what teams you would like to see get a sequel series, what ideas could you come up with that they could use for those sequel series. And yeah, like, subscribe, and follow for more videos like this. And let's hope that Super Sentai does come back and it's not like a 10-year long hiatus. Until the next video, peace.
Save the world and fight for all. Unite with us, standing tall. Power Rangers, evil forces, bring it on. Pride and courage, conquer all. Power Rangers, jungle fury strong. Power Rangers, jungle fury. 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 Power Rangers.
Yeah.